Hola, class of 2020.
Congratulations to one of the best Crusaders that I ever worked with for the school year of 2020.
I want to wish those who come to visit me now and steal my candy, like Stewie, and those who wave to me from the top of a hill, like Joey, or tap me on the back and say, "Hey, Miss Mitch," when we're at the beach. I want you to come back and visit me to say hi. And I think you guys will do great in your future endeavors because you've been able to overcome so many things this year.
What I remember most about you is that you were the class that got hosed doubly by spending three-quarters of the year in temporary buildings and then having your senior year kumbaya moment interrupted by a pandemic. I also remember you guys as being an outstanding class. My 9 or 10 advisees that I've had have been wonderful. All of them are going to graduate. Hopefully, all of you will graduate. And my message for you is go out and make the world a better place.
One thing that I loved about St. Paul's, and that I hope is even more true now, is that I think the talk of brotherhood wasn't just talk. While you guys might not always get along all the time, when push came to shove, if you were a student at SP, you had 300 brothers behind you ready to back you up. And I hope that you guys never take that for granted.
I think of my English class, the last one I taught. I think of cheering for everyone. TJ and Marco at races, and Graham on the water, and Matt and Declan at the net, and Logan and Jamie on the turf, Miles on the court, Will on the mat, Sam, Chris on stage. I think of the last consolving trip with Mel, learning that Noah's funny, but a little twisted. Bobby eating everything, concert chorale. Man, I miss your singing.
Um, I have a few shout outs for the class of 2020 to the guys on the volleyball team. I'm sorry I wasn't there for your senior year, especially Matt and Declan. It was always a little less fun for me once you guys started really playing, because I loved our running commentary on the bench. To my SL1 class from last year, I really enjoyed working with all of you guys, even though we had a couple of fallen soldiers that we had to let go. Rory Jones, I wanted to let you know that I always appreciated that you greeted me by name. Even though I only taught you for like half of your sophomore year, you always said hi to me, and I liked that. Jordy Kaplan, outside of school, you are the hardest working teenager that I've ever known. And I have so many odd jobs around the house right now that if I lived closer by, I would totally hire you for them.
Well, everyone else has been talking about your leadership and your maturity. I want to go in the other direction. I want to talk about your immaturity. Yep, I said immaturity. Because what makes you guys so special to me is that twinkle in your eyes. You are so mischievous. While you are some of the brightest students that I've known here, you are also my forever young students. It's that song you break into in the middle of class. It's the goofy things that you do when you think I'm not looking. It's how you make me laugh. I can't even count the times that I've been in the middle of a lesson that I thought was a pretty important, pretty serious lesson, and I catch one of your eyes, and someone makes a face, or someone makes a comment, or somebody makes a noise, and I start to giggle, and you start to giggle, and soon the whole class is giggling, and we're laughing, and everyone's laughing together. And it's not just in class. It was when we would meet about college counseling, and I would send one of you back 8 times, 9 times, 12 times to rewrite that same paragraph, and you would do it. And you would come back and you would be smiling and we would laugh. We would laugh together.
So, story one, with concert chorale on the border between the Czech Republic and Austria, this weird border post with a mall and an airplane restaurant, Logan saw giant dragon sculptures on the roof, and he said, "Whoa, dragons." And he showed that it's never a bad time to be amazed at and embrace what the world throws at us. Story two, Sam Kalishman, who I'm pretty sure hates wrestling, somehow got roped into it as a freshman, and then went on to crush a bunch of people on the way to being fourth in the state. He showed that sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do, but you still fight the good fight and win. Story three, Stewart volunteering to eat a bowl of Captain Crunch in chapel. Even though he found a giant bug in it, he persevered and showed that you gotta stay hungry and you gotta dig in.
I read an article last week, and it's way too long to share, but there was one section that really resonated with me. And so I want to read that section to you, that one small section. The source is The Guardian, and the article is called Therapy Under Lockdown. And I quote, "We are focused on each other's faces during these calls, but there is still at least one thing missing. The moment when your mutual darting attention comes to rest and you make real eye contact. Not the off-kilter kind that comes from peering at a screen located a few inches from a camera, but an actual meeting of actual eyes transmitted through the air of a shared room. You look into each other and you see, even if you don't say it out loud, and you rarely do, just how rare and precious this is, this intimacy that you have kindled by agreeing again and again, and again mostly without saying so, to be honest with each other and to sit with the consequences, which is the whole point, the reason I work, and the means of healing, if there is any. God, I miss that." End of quote. And I miss you.
For the rest of you guys, if you had me in class, you always know that I said on Friday, make good decisions and take care of your friends. That's even more true now, and it's more important these days.
Good luck. Take care. Be the best that you can be. We'll see you soon.
You already know how to dig in, how to embrace the moment, and how to turn down times into a dogfight. So I'm proud to know you, proud to see what kind of young men you've become. So good luck. Godspeed.
It's time for you guys to go out and make us proud of you now. Thank you and congratulations.
You guys are impressive. Go out and kick some major tuchus.